After my friend and I's time on the Peru Great Divide was cut short by a broken back wheel, I couldn't believe quite how much beauty we had seen in just 300 miles. Every day took us round the most stunning lakes, beneath jagged mountains covered by snow, and through valleys as vast as they are beautiful. Yet still there was more than 600 wonderful miles left to be explored. But every beautiful view would have to be hard-earned, with almost 30 4,000-metre high passes left for me to cross, and finding myself in the depths of the rainy season. So after some time in Peru's capital, Lima, getting a new wheel built, I headed back out onto the Peru Great Divide, this time alone, but excited to explore more of this incredible country. And the first thing to do was to climb high up into the Andes once again.
When we were young, oh, we did enough. When it got cold, ooh, we bundled up. I can't be told, I can't be done. It's better to feel pain than nothing at all. The opposite of love's indifference. So pay attention now. I'm standing on your porch screaming out, and I won't leave until you come downstairs. So keep your head up, keep your love, keep your head up.
I've made it up to about 15,400 feet, and I've been really lucky that so far I've never really had any issues with altitude. But in the last 48 hours, I've gone from sea level in Lima to over 15,000 feet here. And to be completely honest, I am really feeling it. I don't think I want to go any higher today, but it's not the end of the world because it means I'm just going to have to enjoy this incredibly beautiful camp spot.
I've heard how some people have said that I've changed, that I'm not what I was, how it really is a shame. The thoughts in the heads manifest on the brow, like bad scars from ill feelings, they themselves arouse. So hateful of anyone that is happy or free, they live all their lives without looking to see.
I've woke up feeling a little better this morning, but definitely still feeling the effects of the altitude. It's only 800 feet more of climbing to go. I got this.
It's funny how people just won't accept change, as if nature itself they'd prefer rearranged. So hard to move on when you're down in a hole where there's so little chance to experience soul. I'm grateful to anyone that is happy or free, or giving me hope while I'm looking to see the light that has lighted the world.
I made it down. It's a little warmer and a lot easier to breathe, although I'm still at 13,000 feet, so it's still not easy. And it looks like I'm heading straight back up again. I've ended up stopping just before the top of the pass again tonight, and it's been nice because the last 2 passes I've done, I've at no point until right at the top have been able to see the top of the pass, which mentally is really helpful. But even just the little milestones, like just getting to the next corner, the next little hill, have felt so difficult today. And I think it's just the altitude. I'll get used to it again and it will be fine. You've only got to look at this camp spot to understand why I could not care about how far or fast I go out here. In a small village called Tanta, known as the land of fresh water, I found a place to rest for a few days, recovering from the altitude sickness. A quiet place where Quechua neighbors gathered on the curbs, dogs warmed themselves in the morning sun, and snow-capped mountains watched over it all. And when I was finally feeling like myself again, the road was waiting. And it was time to begin the long descent through the Nohuayhuascochas Landscape Reserve, a place untouched by the mines, where the waters run as clear as the Andean sky.
I don't say much these days, scared I might get away. If I ramble too long, the opinion's too strong, so I don't say much these days. I don't drink whiskey or gin, stay out till 3 a.m. Honey, when I met you, found something to lose, so I don't drink whiskey or gin. What I do for you, my love, is the same for what I want.
This river's been beside me all day, and it honestly might be one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever seen. That is just incredible.
I don't sing those songs anymore. From the back of that dusty old bar, oh, when I had the blues, I had something left to prove, but I don't sing those songs anymore. I still don't know how to pray, Lord knows I get in my way. Oh, I'm just trying to find the spirit in the sky, but I still don't know how to pray. What I do for you, my love, is the same for what I want.
This is just unbelievable.
A man is a man, what he is and what he ain't, what he do and what he don't.
My 2 days in the reserve were filled with quiet lakes, where the only sounds were birds calling across the water and distant rivers rushing through the canyons. But soon I would have to leave it all behind, as the road was about to lead me higher than I'd ever been before. You really don't have to work hard to find great camp spots out here. And if I'm lucky and these beautiful clear skies persist, I might even get to see a meteor shower tonight. That was some of the best stars I've ever seen last night. Now I've just got to make my way up the last 1,000 feet of this pass. I've made it. I'm at 16,300 feet right now, and it was worth every single extra breath I had to take. This is incredible. Wow. Apparently this is also the highest point of the whole Peru Divide. Wow. Incredible.
Misty, the smiles of Wisconsin shine bright.
Look at that. That is just insane.
And Misty, don't worry if you are unsure what to do. This life is a dream, truly lived in between the moments of doubt and of fear. And all God wants for you, and Jesus does too, is to let in the light. To let in the light and see clear. Misty, I know those men smile when they're thinking of you. So Misty, don't worry, 'cause soon you'll find love that is true, so true. This life is a dream, truly lived in between the moments of doubt and of fear. And all God wants for you, and Jesus does too, is to let in the light. Just to let in the light. Let in the light and see clear.
It's just started snowing, which means I should probably start finding somewhere to camp.
This life is a dream, truly lived in between the moments of doubt and of fear. And and all God wants
good, buddy?
for you, and Jesus does too, is to let in the light. Let in the light and see clear.
There's something so special about traversing a place where so little can live, where the winds blow so harshly and the only life is the vicuñas who don't mind it, the vizcachas who use the rocks to escape it, and the birds who know how to use it. Because who else would want to live in a land where ice falls from the sky? But maybe when those skies turn red and the mountains turn white, it's suddenly much easier to see why. I've woken up to a very different looking camp spot this morning. This is so cool.
It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Given you don't know by now. And it ain't no use to sit.
I've got two 15,500 foot passes to cross this morning. I've just made it over the top of the first one, and this downhill is going to be very cold.
Break of dawn. Look out your window, and I'll be gone.
Beautiful.
You're the reason I'm traveling on, but don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, 'cause I can't hear you anymore. Thinking and a wondering and walking.
There's something that just never quite looks right about paved roads up here in Peru. But at least it means I'll be down somewhere a little warmer, a little bit quicker.
My heart, but you wanted my soul, but don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. The light I never knowed. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, 'cause I'm on the dark side of the road. Still wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind. Still,
Oh, hello. Hey, I thought you were angry at me. No, you're not, are you? Oh.
Well, I was debating with myself there whether I stop and set up camp or try and push on another hour or two up this climb. And just as I got my tents up, it started pouring it down with hail, so I've definitely made the right decision. I'm pretty happy not to be out in that right now. The snow and the hail's come early today. Luckily I've stopped in the only village for the day, just as it started. Still got a 16,000 foot pass to cross, so hopefully it clears up. Well, once again, I managed to get my tent set up just before a massive hailstorm, and I'm glad I did because it was one of the biggest I've seen in Peru so far. And I'm not the only one that was glad I got my tent pitched up, because there was this kid walking down the mountain. He had about 1.5 miles or so to go to his house down there, and as he came over and started chatting to me, the hail started, so he hid out in my tent for an hour. I think he was pretty glad to be out of the hail and the cold. It's just crazy how tough the kids are out here. And as far as the camp spot goes, it's not bad for something I've had to find in a pinch. Out on the Peru Great Divide, no matter how bad the weather gets, you just have to remember to be like the vizcachas and the alpacas, who continue their day knowing that eventually the sun will shine and all will be warm and dry again. And in the meantime, just try to enjoy the unique beauty that the rainy season brings. Oh man, do I love a snowy morning in Peru. This is awesome. I've made it 4,900 meters above sea level, which I believe is just over 16,000 feet. After crossing the final 16,000 foot pass of the Peru Great Divide, I descended for hours into the valley of the Rio Pampas, and all of a sudden everything had changed. Gone was the vast open landscapes that the locals call El Silencio. The hailstorms had faded into the distance to make way for a beating sun. The wild vicuñas were nowhere to be seen, as this was the land of the cows, the pigs, the cats, and the tarantulas. So in that final week on the Peru Great Divide, I pushed out some of the biggest days of riding I'd done in the Andes. And all of a sudden, this spectacular route was coming to an end. The route I had been most excited for, that had somehow been everything I'd hoped for and so much more. And part of me was almost sad to see it end, because what route could ever get better than this? A route where glacier-capped mountains towered over everything, except the clouds resting on their peaks and the untold stars beyond them. Where there was endless space to pitch your tent, only interrupted by quiet villages and the warmth of the people that called them home. It felt as if I would never ride a route quite so spectacular again, but beyond the Peru Great Divide, another route was waiting, one with a beauty all of its own, called cones and canyons.